I think
we
this
went way off track.
Yeah.
Story of
right.
Lucali.
So the story of Lucali. I'm Chris Lujan.
And I'm Bindu.
This is the I Ams, right? He's a neighborhood kid, right?
All right.
His family.
No cordon bleu school.
No.
Fucking.
No.
Brooklyn.
And I mean a neighborhood kid, like 8 years old.
Playing stickball.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
his parents, they live on the block or whatever.
Right.
And
My
there's
kinda
a
guy.
and there's a candy store,
Okay.
right? So he goes and visits this candy store all the time with his family. He's
Right.
got many memories in this candy store.
It's a brick building.
Yes.
Right.
And it's, a candy store.
Right.
So the people are getting older. Mark's getting older.
Peppermint
I don't
Larry.
know what he was doing before. I need to look into it. He might have just been doing like construction or drywall or some shit, He
Played softball when he's not
He
at
tells
work.
the candy store people, like, hey, if you're ever thinking about selling, it was either, hey, if you're ever thinking about selling this, or maybe he saw that it was for sale, right? Either way.
I think it was if you're gonna have to leave the place behind.
Yeah. He told them, I would like to buy it,
Okay.
right? So what transpires? He ends up with this candy store, right? I don't think he ever had intentions of it remaining a candy store, but he was like, what am I going to do here? And I think it was for 2 months, I would have to watch, there's like a great, I think it's like a 12-minute, 16-minute documentary on him, basically. And this whole story I'm relaying. So watch that because...
None of the Dave Portnoy stuff, though.
Yeah, none of the Dave, but like all of the story of him growing up and getting this restaurant. And it was like for 2 or 3 months, there was just butcher paper on the window while he was in there trying to figure out how to make pizza.
No shit.
He was not a pizza maker.
Right.
He just was like, I got to use this space for something.
Right.
And started making pizza.
Right.
And now he's like top pizza maker.
Okay.
So like knowing that like that's his story, the fact that I'm just like all of a sudden fell in love with making pizza is like, oh, anybody could do this. You don't have to be like I could do this.
A go-getter that is a proven fucking badass.
Sure.
Could do this. And you're like, I fit that bill.
Well,
I love pizza.
it was so here we are again. So in my where I am at the stage of this pizza game, right?
This is exciting.
Yes, very.
This is exciting.
And that's why I want to record this right now.
Right.
Because
we're time stamping shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the other night I was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, week and a half, I don't know. I was in the backyard.
I was probably there, bitch. I'm there every day.
Maybe, but I was just talking about pizza. I think it was me and Maceo out back talking about pizza because I sent you a text. So you weren't there because I sent you a text.
All right.
But we were outside talking about pizza, and I was like, I love making pizza as much as I love making music. Right? So I was like,
You did send me that text.
Yeah, once I realized how much I enjoy it, because at that, I'm just making pizza.
That was the awareness.
Yeah, I had an awareness of like, you know what? I really love this.
Alcoholics would call it a moment of clarity.
Let me explain to you. I have said nothing about eating pizza.
Right.
I love making pizza.
That's crazy.
Of course, I love eating it too.
Sure.
But it's the making of it part that I have fallen in love with.
Interesting.
Right? So once I realized that, and that it was like I was as passionate about pizza.
You said, once I
about-
realized that, it's already happening.
Once I realized that, I do declare.
No, man, you threw some Italian on there.
No, so once I realized, Christine says I get Italian every once in a while.
You go,
too.
once I realized that. Like
Once I realized that.
Look at Mario.
Yeah. So once I realized how much I enjoyed doing it, I think we were talking. Did you tell me I should start selling it, like get a cart or whatever, or was that my idea?
I think that was your idea.
But you were not against it, or like that's crazy,
You fucking text me that you enjoy making pizza as much as you like making music.
Right.
And I immediately started researching pizza ovens.
So I go inside right after this.
Because I love you, man.
Thank you. So right after, and I love you too.
I was like, this motherfucker's serious, man.
So-
I don't even know if he knows about these things.
So I go inside. Oh, believe me, I knew. but
Okay.
but I still needed to do more research. See, now I'm like, shit, should I have got the Gosney? But the Gosneys are like $1,200. Anyways,
No.
Uni again.
That's why
Anyways,
we're only using iPhones and these little things. We don't
Yes,
want
yes,
a lot
yes.
of money. We don't know.
so then I go inside and I start talking to Christine about it, about how like I think I could do this.
Your wife.
Yes. I go in there and I start talking to my wife and I start saying, I think I could do this. Like, so now it's starting to be like a pop-up. Like maybe I could do this, like, and go like, so where we are in the Bay Area.
Wait, is that true? Because you told me she kind of like was encouraging you, but
this is the moment I'm talking about.
She almost like kind of
This is the conversation I'm talking
Pittsburgh
about.
punked you a little bit.
Yeah, so this is the conversation I'm talking about. So where we are in the Bay Area, we're in the East Bay. I guess that's as much as I'll pinpoint it. There are taco trucks everywhere.
Correct.
And not only taco trucks, but tents. Like they won't have a truck and they'll just like set up their
Yeah,
home.
you want to know why? Because this is Contra Costa,
Yeah, I understand that.
San Francisco.
But so in my mind, it's like I need to do that, but with pizza, right? So this is when that starts to kind of formulate, and me telling her I think I could do it, and I could see her. So as to what you were saying, she was like, "Oh, if you think so, like go ahead," like giving me the like, "Okay, like go for it," talk, cheering me on, but also at the same time, it also had the feeling of like, "Oh yeah, you think so? Yeah, right."
Whoa.
So there was a little bit of cheering me on and calling my bluff at the same time.
How did you deal with that?
The fact that there was a cheering me on aspect to it,
When?
yeah, because I could see that, like, again, we're gig workers, right?
Right.
Which I think that might be the first time those two words have ever come out of my mouth at the same time together.
Right.
Because I just say I'm a musician or whatever.
Correct.
But, like, I guess music would be my main thing because I don't have a day job. Before, music was my side hustle, I guess. Or I guess I always probably looked at the day job as my side hustle.
Right.
So now, not having a day job, which it's been, a year and 2 or 3 months that I haven't had a day job, now it's like she sees it as an opportunity for me to kind of have a job again, although working for myself, And so I think there was encouragement there from her as like go make money,
Right.
But not in a like, hey, you need to start bringing home more money. It wasn't that kind of conversation, but it was like if you're excited about this and you think it could work, sure, go get that money,
And what'd you do?
I immediately started putting together a plan of we need let's put together a menu and let's figure out, what, because we had experimented with a few doughs.
You must have texted me in real time.
Yeah, it was.
Because you're like, dude, she's encouraging me, but she's kind of punking me, bro.
Yes. Yes.
Watch. I'm like, oh, shit. And then I go, oh, well, there's no going back now.
Right.
I said something like that.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
when you punk one of us, right, for those of you guys that don't know where we're from, right, there's a weird triangle in the Bay Area. All right, you have San Francisco, and that's an island onto its own. It's its own continent.
It's basically Manhattan.
Right, it's Manhattan on the west side, right? And then outside of that, you have Oakland. You have
Brooklyn.
Fucking Too Short. You have fucking Stockton, right? The Diaz brothers, 209.
Stockton, motherfucker.
And you have Vallejo, E40, and the Click. And we
Ray
are,
Hasildo.
we're right in the middle of that triangle.
Yeah.
So the attitude where we're from, people are not wimps here. Everyone likes to fight here. It's part of the culture here. Our football team was the Oakland Raiders, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just that name is terrifying.
And so not only was the closest football team the Oakland Raiders, when we were in high school, our football team had a game at the Raiders stadium and started ripping shit off.
No, okay, so you simplified.
Yeah.
No. He simplified that really.
Okay, go for it.
Let me tell you what really happened. 1991, our high school shit beat De La Salle.
Right.
To beat De La Salle is insane because you have to pay money to go to that rich ass high school.
Right. And they recruit.
And they recruit.
Uh-huh.
And our thug ass. Okay, so our high school, we only have one high school in Pittsburgh, and our mascot's the Pirates. We're the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Now they know where we are.
So now the Pittsburgh Pirates are like junior Oakland Raiders, right?
Yeah,
So
kinda.
now we've won the big game between, in Texas, you watch the high school.
Right.
It's that Friday Night Lights or whatever, right? And we win.
Yeah.
right? So
And they were undefeated for years.
undefeated for years because they get to recruit and all
Right.
that shit. It's like no one's gonna beat De La Salle.
Right.
And so our thug ass little Pittsburgh Pirates were gonna play them in the big game, and they did it in the Oakland Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it, and so our team got to use the locker room.
Right.
And our thug ass motherfuckers could not help they sail.
Right. So
and they stole the name tags
so it's almost
off of the lockers of all the Raiders.
So it's almost like our high school. So the Raiders are already hardcore, and it's like our high school went in even more hardcore
And robbed the Raiders.
Yes.
Pittsburgh!
They raided the Raiders.
Yes, they
That's what happened, man.
Uh-huh.
And so what happened? We got banned for life.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh cannot go there ever
Right.
again. That's our high school. That's where we're from. So now his wife, also from Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Is punking him like, you ain't gonna do it.
But again, at the same time, there was a lot of support there, and so I was like, "Oh, I think I could do this." And so, going back a few minutes, like we started working on our dough, and like we actually have another dough to work on because Maceo has put together a sourdough starter. So it's like we really are into this thing
Well, why are we putting together a sourdough starter?
because that's Oakland pizza,
Straight up.
Right. So it's something different
Right.
that we can bring to where we
because
live.
from what
I was actually
You know-
there while you were concocting that fucking experiment.
Yeah.
And putting it in the jar.
So Chicago deep dish, although Portnoy will say it's actually like bar pie,
Chicago's casserole, man. It's not pizza.
but it's delicious as fuck. I don't care.
Yeah, that's
And
fine.
then so you've got Detroit pizza, which is the square cheese to the edge,
Sure.
you know, crisping around with the pan.
Mhm.
You've got New York pizza, you know,
Excuse
and
me.
so supposedly Oakland pizza is sourdough crust.
I was in the Upper East Side of Manhattan, and the first thing that we got was a pie, cheese.
Mhm.
And we took it up to the 37th floor of the Colorado building. It looks down on the Jefferson's building. So the Jefferson's moving on up.
Yeah.
We're looking down,
Mhm.
eating our pie. And when I was looking around, like, holy fuck, it looks like a Marvel comic book.
Where was this?
The Upper East Side of Manhattan.
Okay.
Because my brother's wife is fucking hoity-toity, pinky,
Oh, yeah.
dope-ass doctor.
Make sure to like and subscribe and join our Discord and Patreon. Check out our links.
Now back to the show. Pizzas, for real. You bought the oven. You bought the bundle kit.
Yeah.
You have you're gonna get the thing. How many? When does it show up? Did you Amazon it? Is it same day delivery?
No, it's not same day delivery. I believe it's coming from Nevada or Nevada, however you want to say it. And so last I checked this morning. Now keep in mind, I ordered it yesterday. Yesterday was a national holiday, Martin Luther King Day, and
Yeah,
then
they made it about something that I don't want to talk about.
yeah, me neither. So it was a national holiday.
By the time I
So
get to
I think-
Arizona,
I think nothing was open really. So I ordered it directly from uni.com, OONI.com.
right,
Sponsor
man.
us.
Yeah.
Hook it up, man.
And
Hook it up with the
so
sponsor.
I
Do what's
ordered
right.
it directly from
Give us a
them.
second of it, please.
So this morning I saw that it was like ready for shipping and I have a tracking number. It's coming FedEx. So probably by the end of the week, I think.
Wow.
Or the beginning of next week.
that fast.
Yeah.
And so you have said that you will make no pizza until you have the oven.
Yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Wow,
So once I get tracking,
that's serious.
well, you know, like we just had a pizza the other day.
You just got done telling me this long ass story where you started making like every week,
I know.
and so
so-
now there's no pizza.
So, but what, like I said, if it comes on Friday, let's say it comes on Friday,
Sure.
I will know because I'll have tracking. Once the tracking gets updated, 3 days before it arrives, I'll be making a dough.
That will be exciting.
You know, so I could be making a dough tomorrow.
But you told me we're recording today because we postponed the pizza tour to
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
And now you're foreshadowing that we're not going to make it on Friday because your oven might come.
Oh, I don't know.
And you don't want
Well,
that shit
I mean,
sitting
you
on a
could still-
porch.
That's true.
Not in Pittsburgh. Shit.
Yeah, big box, I guess.
Yeah.
I know you got to be there for it.
So the
I
goal.
mean, if it's not coming on Friday, though, we should try and.
So the goal
What's
is
the goal?
the goal is to be able to do. I mean, okay. The goal is to be able to do 30 pizzas in a pop up in 4 to 6 hours. Which, from what I'm understanding, I could probably do way more than that. But financially, for the numbers, if we could do 30 pizzas
Well,
in a sitting,
It's not about it's not necessarily how much we can pump out in 3 hours or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
4
not.
hours.
Yeah.
Because it's not just based on how much we can do in that amount of time. It's how many people come in that amount of time.
Yeah, so like once things get rolling, we'll have an idea of how many people will come, you know. But if I could do 30 pizzas in however, like, I'm not trying to like race and be like, in 6 hours we can make 120 pizzas. I'm not thinking that. I'm just thinking financially 30 pizzas is enough income to make it worth it.
You know why McDonald's works?
Why?
Location, location, location.
So yes, where am I going to go? But we don't need to talk about that
Because
yet.
once they smell that shit, it's going to be
Yeah.
sold out.
So the goal is also to have 2 ovens, I think.
Woo.
So that you could be, one's in the oven while you're prepping another one.
Woo.
But we don't know. We'll figure that out.
How
we
long
have
does it take to cook a pizza in one of these ovens?
2 minutes.
Fuck. That's
Yeah.
it?
2 minutes.
In and
Well,
out.
we don't know that yet.
Yeah, clearly we don't know. We'll have like
That's
so
what they claim?
and I've watched other people do it
Okay.
because I'm a pizza nerd right now. So in my phone,
With Pizza Heroes.
yes.
Talking shit
Yeah.
about my Star Wars shit.
So
Laser swords.
I have a note in my phone that's like all of the specialty pies, signature pizzas, right? It has
This is adorable.
it has an order of everything I need to do, right? So now I have ordered
You
the
are
oven.
so fucking serious, man.
No, I am. That's what I'm getting at.
Dude, you're completely and totally going to get out of music.
I mean, I don't know about that. But what I'm saying is like, so
This is like the beginning of Willy Wonka. and
getting
shit.
the oven was the first step in where we are right now.
Right.
Right?
The first oven, Mark 1.
Yeah. So the first oven, and then the next step is to make our own sauce. Because right now we haven't been making our own sauce. The step is to be able to make our own sauce
Yeah, you
instead
were
of
a
buying
name dropper
sauce.
on that sauce in the beginning of the episode.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, the maestro.
Oh, yes. No, that is a style of sauce. That's not a brand.
Oh, I see.
It's a spicy.
Okay.
It's a spicy sauce.
All right.
Hence the spicy
Maybe
sausage.
with Calabrian chilies or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa, I'm
So-
here to learn, y'all. That's it.
Well, dig in.
Okay.
So then the next step after that is to not only so we got the oven coming, is to learn how to use the oven and make pizzas in that oven to the point to where they're consistent. You know, like our oven pizzas have been pretty consistent, our home oven pizzas. So now let's get consistent using the uni. Then I want to do 6 pies in a row, right? And the reason I want to do 6 is because I make one dough and then I cut it into 6. One dough makes 6 pizzas, right?
Okay.
So I want to pump out 6 pizzas, one after the other, just as practice to see, okay, how long does it actually take,
right.
right? Then the next step is to have a pizza party, meaning I invite 20 people over. We make 20 pizzas in a row, right?
Mm-hmm.
And serve them. And we could cut them into 4s and like, I don't have to make you a pizza.
No.
I could just make a pizza and someone gets a slice
So
of
it'd
it.
be
Sure.
basically like a tasting
Yeah.
of the menu.
And
Yeah.
everyone would love that.
Yeah.
Ooh, what does this one taste like?
For free
Oh, what does
because
this
it's
one
friends
taste
and
like?
family.
Yeah, and
right?
you have a nice backyard, trees and shit.
Yeah. It just needs to be cleaned up and pruned. But I called the
mean-
tree guy this morning.
Yeah.
But so that step,
The tree.
I did. So that step
It's the whole thing.
is a very important step because to me that's the final step before we then go try to get permits and licensing. Because that pizza party where we're doing 20 pizzas in a row is the true. We're basically pretending that we're out in
Dude,
public.
I did a paint night in front of 3 people before I actually went out and did it.
Oh yeah, see there you go. Oh, was it paid or was that practice?
No, I had to. I had to pass the test.
Oh, okay.
The people watching me were like, "Can you fucking do this?"
Mm.
And so it was like, damn. It was like when you went down to dress rehearsal for your television shit in LA,
Yeah.
and you were like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
And there was like, what? How many people were just standing there watching?
Like
you?
16.
No audience, just them
Yeah.
judging you,
We all-
almost like clipboards.
Yeah, we already had the gig.
Like fuck.
It was our dress rehearsal. We already had the gig, but it felt very much like an audition.
Yeah. Well, so I had to do that, and once I had 3 people like totally lost in the moment, I'm
Right.
like, I got this.
Yeah. So that's basically I mean, the doing 6 in a row will be nice because that'll give us our legs.
You're gonna look like you're shoveling coal and shit.
right, which we might need 2
Every
peels.
2 minutes. Every 2 minutes.
We
Every
might need 2 peels because I did read if you like, if let's say we're using the same peel.
What is a
and
peel?
The peel is the thing that you launch the pizza into in there with.
The words, the
Dude, I know.
vernacular.
Oh, so like one is you're gonna take the pizza out and then serve it, and the other one already has the pizza put on it.
But it's not necessarily for speed.
So,
from what I
layman terms, the pizza shovel.
yes, the pizza shovel.
Okay, everybody.
So from what
Let's
I
relax.
have, the research I've been doing has told me that a hot pizza peel,
Yes.
a pizza will stick to that.
Right.
So we can't pull one out of the oven, and then use it to put another one in the oven because it'll be too hot and the
See,
pizza will
y'all,
stick to it.
that is why it's called culinary
well,
art.
wait.
It's culinary art.
Even if we flour the peel.
What an
'Cause
artist.
we
Yes.
have to flour the peel.
Yes, because I believe heat and your pizza, I think it could dampen your peel a little bit. And I think it'll stick to wet flour even.
Okay.
So we'll just need to get another peel for now. And I don't mean so that we could be fast,
I have a
but
question.
just so that we're ready.
Well, but it would make the whole process faster.
It would.
I have
It
a
would.
question.
Yeah.
How many hours of pizza video have you watched in the last 3
Oh my
days?
God. Well, first of all, Dave Portnoy, we were watching him already. So we have to count
Those
that.
are like
Yeah,
So
it's a
you
pizza
already-
review, but like we look at the style of pizza and stuff.
Did you already build up your pizza heroes and then pursued pizza as it organically formed? Or as you're organically forming your pizza business, you
No.
are realizing
We've been watching-
I have pizza heroes.
he had pizza heroes before
Yeah.
we started making pizza.
Wow.
When we went to Arizona,
This was
he went to
destined.
Pizzeria
I guess
Bianco,
so.
And then we had been going to Slice House,
And we had been watching Is It Really Dough?
and we had watched Is It Really Dough years ago,
Yeah.
pre-COVID even, where it was the Lucali guy, Mark,
And his buddy Scott.
and his buddy Scott.
Wow.
And they would
Scott
go
does
around-
pizza tours of New York.
Yep.
Dude, you know this shit like I know comics.
And
I mean, like,
they would go around and try.
it happened all so
basically-
naturally.
I mean, like, you know what I call stunt food. They would try
Like a ramen pizza
stunt
or
pizzas.
yeah.
Yeah, fried Oreos.
And Scott would bring it
Stunt
to Mark and basically ask him, "Is this a pizza?"
Yep.
You
so
know.
like the sushi pizza
Right.
had like a sushi roll, like an actual roll for the like crust.
Weird.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, we could definitely watch them. They're entertaining.
Weird
Yeah.
shit.
And I've also watched, there's this lady who makes pizzas, and there was like a competition. I can't think of her name right now, but yeah, I guess I've been into pizzas for a while.
That was what I was trying to like. So this is destined to happen.
I mean, I guess
And
I never saw it until she started goading me.
Right, but for me, outside looking at like, what's the origin story of this villain? Right? You
Again,
can see it all falling into place.
I mean, I guess so, but it didn't start to take shape until we made our first dough. So yeah, I don't know what else there is to say except for like I've been looking into tables. I've been looking into like all kinds of shit. Like
yeah, because you can't put the uni onto just any table.
it's gonna get up to like 900
Right.
degrees.
You know, you're gonna have to have some kind of sturdy rollout cart and then a countertop on top of that that's like
Oh, that
stainless
could
steel.
be. That could be. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And now that you have the stainless steel and the
Yeah.
flour,
It could be on a folding table of
Ching, you
any
don't have to-
kind. Yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah.
yeah, it would have to be that.
So like it could.
I'm only saying it because, dude, I'm gonna build that little rickshaw for like a little ramen shit.
I gotcha.
Because I can get down, man.
Uh-huh.
And so so when you started telling me this, I'm like, you know what you should do? And I started showing you
Right,
all that bullshit.
right.
These guys, because I don't know if you know this, but the Japanese are good at origami and folding shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then this motherfucker comes out with something this thin.
Oh yeah.
Right? And then when he's done, it's
Yeah.
like 3-decker fucking shit
Yep.
with benches and
Yeah.
everyone's eating ramen and shit.
yep.
And he has,
Yep.
So I was like, wow, I just want to make that just so I have it in my backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would be cool.
So we have talked about You do like somehow figuring out how to do a paint night pizza party thing.
I teach people how to paint while people get drunk.
And I have assisted a few times.
And I DJ while I do it. And so the idea would be for us to have an adult paint party where everyone comes to get silly and have delicious fucking pizza.
Right.
And bring your own alcohol.
So
and weed is legal in California.
So it's this weird thing of me falling in love with something that can actually make money.
And we could just play your music.
See, like,
that would be so funny.
The thing with music is everyone has their own tastes.
Sure.
Right? So like I could do as much music as I want, and just like every time you release something, you just hope it reaches the right people.
Sure.
Right? But I think like if you set up a pizza thing and you're consistent,
Hell yeah.
and you're at a place where people are, it's a more steady source of income.
Yes, and you should also have a pizza for no carbs, and it's just a little baggie with the ingredients.
You fucking
but
asshole.
No bread. Now get out of here.
So that's where we're at in this pizza
I'm
thing.
excited for you, and watching all of this happen. It was all because we started fucking hanging out for some reason.